Hi, it's Jane, and we've got a few more totes to go through. Now this tote says it's grays and sparklies, and I'm laughing because the first thing I see is purple. I have one with love in violet. I have two of the deep amethyst by Stitch Studio, the real big ones. Oh my. I have some red heart amethyst. These all appear to be partial skeins, so I actually think I'm going to put those back to cake those up. And then there looks like there's a small cake there, so I'll throw that in there to add it all together. I have two of Bernat Premium in the color Natural or Neutral Varg. I guess that's variation. That, like I was saying, that is variation, and that looks like it needs to go into the brown tote. So I'm gonna set that aside to go in the brown tote. I have one mainstay in the color gray. I have a red heart in the color light gray. Here's a one-off. I don't know what it is, but it's a light gray. I have two and three of the loops and thread impeccable in the color charcoal tweed. There you go. So that's going in there. Have a partial red. That's going in the tote. I have one of these that I picked up from Scraps and Skeins. And the funny thing is, it looks an awful lot like the I Love This Yarn Cotton Spark. Although the Cotton Spark has some kind of blue hues, this does not. But look how much they look alike. So I think those can go in together. So I have 5 of the I Love This Yarn Cotton Sparkle. So that's going in there. I have one Bernat Pop in the color Pop Art. That's going in there. I have one Mainstays of their Platinum Silver Sparkle. This here is a it's a Knit Picks yarn, and it is shine worsted. And I've got quite a few balls of it here in this. So I'm going to actually wrap those up into a couple of cakes. Then put those in. To another tote. I'm not going to worry about getting it back into this tote. I have 2 of the Red Heart Holiday in the color Wine Gold. That's a little bit of a sparkle. So that's going in there. I have one in a partial of the Holiday Red Heart in Iran Gold. So that will go in there. Some kind of partial of purple, and I'm going to put that over to be wound up. I have a partial cake here of the Red Heart ombre in the color Anemone. So that is going into the tote. These partial balls, generally, they make great granny squares or to actually just do in a regular blanket as you go. I have a partial skein of, I love this yarn, in white metallic. That's a little bit of the sparkle. And there's a partial of Red Heart in the color bronze. So that's going to be wound up. I have one of the loops and threads. Can't remember what this was. Ombre hues. And this is in the color periwinkle, plum periwinkle. And that will go into the tote. Once I get it back into the hole there. And then this lovely little pillowcase or sheet case holder has 4 of the Karen Party, Simply Soft Party in the color Dark Sage. And those are sparkle yarns as well. So those are going in there. And then it looks like I have another of the Red Heart cake in gold. So that's going into that tote. So that one is finished. Let me move on and grab a couple of others and we'll get to looking at those in just a moment. All right. I believe we have already looked at this one. But you know what? We're going to look at it again so I can get it marked off so I can show that, yes, I have looked at it. This is a lot of the Cascade Yarns Ultra Pima that I use for knitted knockers. I have quite a few in the color, oh, does it have a color? No, they just have lots. I have quite a few in that color. I have a darker tan color, and then I have a darker tone that I've used. So those are all going into the tote. Sorry if it's a repeat, but this is the best I can do, folks, because I didn't have a way of marking those. I have one of the Scarlett O'Hara Exotic, which is 60% merino wool, 30% bamboo, and 10% nylon in that beautiful colorway. Yeah, I know we've been through this one. Because it's got my Shirsty Cats in it. And then I have 6 of the Pixie in Dragonfly Fibers, which is Metamorphosis. It is 100% superwash merino. There are 6 there. So that is going in there. Here's another Shirsty. There are 2 of the DK BFL DKs that is in the color Jewel of India. There's 2 of those. And then there are 3 of the Moonstone DK. And these are actually by Die Lot Studios. So there are, nope, there are 4 of those. There are 4 of these. So they're all going to go back into the Schersti bag. I've told you before, when I get into one of her booths, I go a little crazy. And of course, this one was at a fiber festival that I actually went into and found quite a bit of beautiful yarns there. There are a couple in this Schersti bag. I believe I have 2 of the Summertime. These are by Brediculous yarns. These are says AUBS worsted weight, 100% superwash merino. There are 4 of the Schersti cat. In the F, a duck. I can't say the word because it's YouTube and they'll give me a hard time about it. This is just DK. It's 100% superwash merino. And that is the color. And it's the F word, a duck. Then I have in the Frogget yarns, which is a Pennsylvania dyer. This is merino, 100% superwashed worsted. It is called Odd Frog, so I have 3 of those in here. So that is all going in there. You don't mind seeing it twice, do you? I know I don't mind seeing it twice, but at least now I can mark it off as having been seen. I have a couple of other totes in there that are going to be like that too. So, all I can say is if you don't want to see it again, then I guess you can move on to the next video. I have this lovely set of yarn from Fat Squirrel, which is 100% superwash merino, medallion red. And I believe this is maybe a 1, maybe a 2. It's gorgeous though. Just have never found a project to use with it yet. This is one of those that I had purchased from Yarn Fairy. And this is called the Raven. It is 100% superwash merino. It is a lace weight. It's just shades of black, like a raven. Then I have some Vitellana. And I'm going to take these out of these bags, some of these bags. No, I'm not. This has got the book in it. And this is the Knitology Block Sock. This colorway is Terrace. 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. So it's a sock weight. And this is their super sock, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon in succulent. So the 2 of those go together. And yeah, I was going to take it out, but it goes with the book, so I'm going to leave it with the booklet. I have another small bag of some smaller cascades. These are some ultra fine in a couple of different colorways. So I'm going to take that out of the bag. There are 3 of those. And these can be used to make knitted knockers. This is Ice Pop, 75% superwash merino, 15% nylon, 10% cashmere. It is the Vitellana, and it is fingering weight. Beautiful blue. And then I've got this little package of another knit crate yarn. There are 2 in here. It is their Euro yarn. It is sugared worsted in the color Twilight, 70% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 10% stellina. Has a little bit of a sparkle in it. There are 2 skeins in there of this. I am going to close it up because it's got the book in there. It's the only reason I'm going to close that up. This one has no book. It is Euro yarn sugared sock in the color Hidden Pool, 70% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 10% stellina, and it is a fingering weight. It's gorgeous as well, so that is going in there. I have one of the Potions yarns, and I love her yarns. They're gorgeous. This is Temptress DK, and it is 100% merino. It's in the color Don't Come Back. That's one of my favorite colors there. I also have a Darn Good Yarns, which looks like it is Darn Good Twist Lace Weight Silk Crocodile Snap. A lot of these in bags. I used to keep them in bags all the time. This is another knit crate. It is their Audine wools in the color Calm. It is in the color Epiphany. 80% wool, 10% silk, 10% mohair. That's gorgeous. Then I have a couple of these are Knit Pick Stroll Fingering, and these are 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and the lot number is given, but it's green tones. Really pretty. Then I have 2 of that same stroll left over in the A blue. I'd used it for part of a shawl. This is the Knitology Worsted Merino in European Robin. That colorway. That is going to stay in there because it's got the pattern I was going to work on with it there. Of course, you know, you can get some of Knit Crate's yarns, you can find them on Etsy. There are a lot of people that are selling those, you know, selling their stash. This is one of those merino wools that I hand dyed. This is what's left of it. Do leave that in the bag so I know that it's something I did. This is some more Knit Crate. in the Euro yarn. It is Euro yarn silk DK in the color Enlightened. It's 85% merino and 15% wool. They're a pretty color. I'll go with that lighter blue. I have 3 skeins, well, 3 hanks. And this is the Creative Grandma Audine Wools in the color Audine Wool Shine Sport in the color Sky, 80% superwash merino, 20% tinsel, and it is a sport weight. And I do have 3 of those in this bag. And I also have the pattern book with it. So that's going to stay together. And I have 2 of these and just the card, so apparently I didn't download the book. Vitalana Tweety Sheep. It's in the color Apple Picking. It's 90% wool, 10% Donegal Neps in an Aran weight. Which that's kind of a shame. I have the card for it, just didn't download the book. Yeah, I know we did this one because this is some of Rambling Randy's yarn when she was dyeing. It is a fingering weight. It's 70% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina, and it is her Wicked Garden 2. Yeah, I know we went through that. And then I have another one of hers, which is Hocus Pocus, which is 75% merino, 25% nylon, and I believe it's a sport weight. Pretty pretties. Yep, we've been through this one. Then I have a knit crate. This was one of their packs where they did the 4 in worsted, and color is Sunset. It's 100% superwash merino. Had 3 slight shades of pink. Didn't download the book, so have some of the cards. No books. And then I have a package of beads that went with that raven. There was a pattern that went with it, which the pattern is long lost. So I have some Knitology Sparkling Sock in the color Pinch. It's 70% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 10% stellina. And that's that. The pink sparkles. Hope you enjoyed that rerun. Sorry about the rerun, guys. This next one might be a rerun too. In fact, a couple of these totes might be reruns. Hope not, but you never know. Well, that was good. Throw it down on the floor. Okay. So this next tote oh, well, that's interesting. Okay. Apparently, this is what I have nicknamed my dye box for yarn dyeing, because it's got a lot of food dyes and some different dyes to work with. I have a bunch of string here. Size 10 string with no labels. Different colors. I use and these are size 10 thread, and I do use that thread when I am making, I make this crocheted angels with the small clothespins. So I do use that quite a bit. Also have an orange. Got the colors of the rainbow. I have 2 of the Royale Classic 10 thread in the color forest green. 2 in that color. I have 1 Aunt Lydia's Classic in the color oh, I don't see a color name. But it's a lighter green. Picked this up at Scraps and Skeins. 1 Aunt Lydia in the color violet. And then I have 1 Speed Crocheting Mercenized. There is no color other than it says Boil Fast Blue Sparkle. Navy blue. I have a small elf kit that came from why am I having trouble remembering her name? I can see it. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I picked this up in a magazine. Not sure on that one. I have a Mary Maxim's Scrub It in the color Summer. I have 2 of those, color Summer. I have a Knitting Accessories. This came with my, I want to say it came with the Centro. And I just never used it for a scrap yarn. I have 1 of I Love This Cotton in the color Pistachio. I have 1 Peaches and Cream in the color Stars and Stripes. I have 3 ice yarns that are cotton, natural cotton, and they don't have a color name. They're real pretty, light blue, sky blue. So there are 3 of those. I have an Unknown Cotton, pinks and blues. I have 2 I Love This Cotton in the color Ivory. I have quite a few cakes, and I'm sure this is in probably ecru. of peaches and cream. So those are going in there. An unknown cotton, green and white stripe. Izzy, would you get out of there? When I went to put that tote over, it knocked over and it opened. She's in there sniffing all the yarn, sniffing the sheep. I have a Crafter's Secret cotton and lavender. I have a peaches and cream in violet stripes. Two in violet stripes. I have a Premier Home, and this is one of those that is 85% cotton and 15% polyester in lavender. I have two of those. Oh. This is another one of the Crafter's Secret in that, this one in that violet. Then I have two in the color purple of the Crafter's Secret cotton. And then I have a Premier Home cotton in the color eggplant. I have one Premier in the color pastel pink. One Premier in the color fall fruit bowl. Two of the Premier Home cotton in the color or carrot. Well, one and a partial. And then I have one peaches and cream in the color blueberry. I have another one of the fruit bowl. It's a partial, so that'll go in there with next to that fella. Let me get the rest of these. I have three of the Yarn Bees Little Dollops in Apple not three. 5 in the apple essence. Four and 5. I have two of the Crafter's Secret in the color I Love Christmas. And then that is a partial, and it feels like it's sugar and cream. I'm not sure what color that is. It's a Christmassy color. One of these feels like sugar and cream. Probably a fall mix. Another of that sugar and cream. Mix of blues and greens, and then I get green. These are partial balls. I have a partial ball of some kind of maroon color. I have a ball of don't know what this is, but I don't think it's cotton. Might be. I probably need to do the burn test, see if it is or not. But that is just going to go in there. Should I have two of those? No. It's a different color. Two different colors here. See that? But those are going in there. I'm not going to mess with untangling them. Small little balls of whatever. This actually feels like it might be a loops and thread, one of the past colors. Don't know what that is. Then I have a Aunt Lydia's classic thread in the color white. I have some plastic canvas. And I use plastic canvas in a lot of different things. Now I also have a couple of, these are some statues that need to be glued back together. Some odds and ends things. A little sign. Extra blood pressure cuff. And this is a Susan Bates, size 8, Tunisian hook. Probably needs to go in the back with the other hooks. Get out of that, Izzy, move. And then I have another little packet of that bobbin yarn. Let me see if I saved the name on this end. Cherry's Jubilee. With those 3 colors of the bobbin yarn. And that is it for this round of totes. I hope you did enjoy it. I will see you again in a couple of days with another round. All right, guys. Everybody have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.